Hey, good afternoon, Tri-Cities. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Dirks with the meteorologist Teresa Carter in the Storm Track 5 Weather Center. A rainy day across many areas, Teresa.
Yes, and this is only the beginning
Yeah,
of it,
a
unfortunately.
three-day situation developing, which
Yeah.
could turn serious in some areas with the flood potential.
hmm
And eventually we're going to be looking at some high wind as well as the remnants of what will be a powerful hurricane, Helene, making
Helene.
landfall in the Big Bend area of Florida.
hmm
Probably tomorrow evening, but then racing northward to give us some
Exactly. It's going
impact.
to race pretty quickly and move in and really be affecting us,
Absolutely.
especially as we're heading into Thursday night and Friday.
And but already ahead of that system, this isn't at all related necessarily to Helene,
Exactly.
but we do have tropical air in place, and we're
Right.
seeing kind of conveyor belt of moisture uh, moving from north to south to north ahead of a weak cold front to the west
hmm
of us. Let's go ahead and pivot over in this direction and talk a little bit about what's happening with Power 5 Doppler radar right now. You can see some of the heavy rain occurring currently across the
Yeah,
area.
anywhere from Whitewood, Norton area, Gate City, all the way down to Tusculum, Greenville area. We have some heavier rainfall and even some
A
thunderstorm,
couple of lightning
probably.
strikes.
Yeah, a couple lightning strikes, hearing a few rumbles of thunder. I know I did earlier today, and you can definitely see the heaviest patches right now, just northwest of Johnson City, Jonesboro getting a good soaker as well, and into Southwest Virginia, just south of Lebanon,
A lightning strike there.
west of Abingdon. Yeah, you do see some lightning strikes. So, unfortunately, this is what it's going to be like over the next few days.
Absolutely. So, bringing folks up to date with the current warnings, there is a flash flood warning in effect. It encompasses a very small part of northwest Washington County near Fall Branch and very, very small part of southwest Sullivan County, but a large part of Cocke and also Greene County. This does include areas around St. James and Greenville, extending up toward the Interstate 81 corridor around Bayleton. But that flash flood warning will remain in effect until 7 p.m. This is an indication of some of the heavier rain that has already fallen. And you can see here our Power 5 Doppler radar rainfall estimates where we've seen two little zones of
Mhm.
possibly 2 to 4 inch rains, locally perhaps even a little bit more in spots here in parts of Hawkins County and also Greene County, stretching up into areas of Scott County.
Yeah, so this is just from yesterday,
Basically just really today.
today,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
over the last 12 hours.
Right.
So,
So, I mean, there's been some intense rain, and flooding is going to be a big concern for us as we go through the next couple of days for sure.
yes, it will.
Just be prepared. We're going to have wet roadways, and we have those right now. Rain falling in the Norton area. This is a live look on our Hotel Norton cam from our Ashley Camera Network. You're going to need the windshield wipers, well, also definitely the possibility of some ponding of water on roadways. In fact, we can
hmm
see some of that occurring right
A
now
little
from
bit.
our volunteer high school cam.
Yeah, as we take a look from the Churchill area, definitely seeing some ponding on those, a little bit of dip there, but certainly we're
You can
going to
see
see
as
more of
cars kind
this.
of zooming past you, can see they're kicking up a lot of water. And
Yeah,
especially when we see some of those tropical downpours, that can maybe produce, and especially some of those less drainage roads, the poor drainage areas and roads could, cause some hydroplaning if you're not careful too.
exactly. I was thinking of that as when I was coming back from my lunch break earlier. It was just pouring down,
Right.
and you just have to be careful out there.
It's going to be a little tough ride on the roads the next couple of days. Here's a live
hmm
look from Holiday Inn Cam in Johnson City. Thunder shower in progress at the airport, 66 degrees, and the 66 degrees temperature, but a dew point of 65. So the atmosphere is loaded with moisture.
Very loaded, and also we're going to probably be seeing a lot of fog as well.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for some reduced visibility.
hmm
Needless to say, just about everybody, in fact, except Southeast Kentucky, everybody is under a flood watch. That will continue not only tonight, but tomorrow right on through
Through midday.
midday Friday. So that's as long in duration of this event as expected.
hmm
And Teresa, we could be close to getting in the top 10 of 3-day rain totals, officially for the Tri-Cities Airport. I got some of these written down, or got some of these loaded up in the computer here. You can see that 2013, 1994, 72, 62, 2001, 2013. Those are the top 6 3-day
We
rainfall totals.
and we could very well see
It
that.
is going to be close. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Definitely will be close. I do expect in most of the Tri-Cities area.
hmm
Mountains are even going to see more than that. Have to be on the lookout for some possible mudslides, rock slides, just a whole
Yes.
lot of dangers that this system is going to pose the next couple of days.
I was going to say the second thing we're going to be dealing with, not only that heavy rain, is very strong
Yeah,
winds.
Thursday night into Friday,
Right?
and
Yes.
National Weather Service has posted a high wind watch that covers Harlan, Letcher County, Kentucky, just about a good portion of Southwest Virginia, except the northern counties, and all of eastern portions of Tennessee. Tropical storm watch is in effect for the mountains of North Carolina. That
Yes.
doesn't happen very
I was going to
often.
say that doesn't happen very often, I bet. So,
Yeah, they'll be looking at some tropical force winds. You can see
yeah.
the projected path. Right now we have a hurricane category 1, Helene. It's still well down into the Gulf of Mexico, but likely will become a Cat 3. And then as it moves northward, take a look. It's going to probably make landfall tomorrow evening around 7 or 8. But look by Friday morning where it is already.
Yeah. It's a very fast moving storm. Category 3 winds anywhere from 111 to 130 miles per hour. And still, as it's racing up and affecting us, we're still looking at about 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's why we do have that high wind watch in effect.
Even though we're not in the cone anymore,
no,
we're going to still see the strong winds circulating around it.
Yes.
Now, Atlanta could still be looking at tropical storm conditions with that still at 8 a.m. forecast to be a tropical storm still, and then weakening to a tropical depression as we go through Friday. It'll be crossing through southeast and middle portions of Tennessee. So just want you all to be staying weather aware the next 3 days with this system, with off and on rain, possible flooding and other impacts. Maybe as we get those stronger winds, there might even be some power outages due to the saturated soil.
Yes, the ground is already saturated from, several inches of rain that we have already seen. So, adding more of this heavy rain on there, plus the winds, we most definitely could see some power outages and trees lifting.
Especially across the higher elevation.
Exactly.
And I think we could see really, really major flooding in North Carolina mountains where the rain could be in excess of 8 or 10 inches.
And equal isolated, localized flooding as well. So
yeah, definitely in Tri-Cities. We're going to see, we've already seen some flooding in the Tri-Cities with that flash flood warning now for much of central Greene County. Do stay connected with the Storm Track 5 team with our Storm Track 5 weather app. You can get that, get the latest forecast, the latest alerts, latest radar, and so forth. And when it's safe to do so, we appreciate hearing from our viewers about your weather story, about any conditions that you'd like to forward, maybe a picture, maybe some video. You can do that as well.
Yes, we'd love to get your photos. Stay safe, though.
We don't want to take any chances.
No, but any videos, pictures that you get, send them to us at WCYB.com. Click on chime in. And send them in.
All right. Good job.
Good job.
All right. Well, come join us on News 5 tonight starting at 5. We'll have more on rainfall totals expected. And when we do expect finally this rain to wind down and the wind to move on out and look ahead to maybe a little bit better weekend. But come join us then. Thanks.